everyone, it's me, psychic medium Jessica Nightingale on Wednesday, November the 9th, 2016 with some spiritual perspective for you on the USA's newest president. So many of us have really struggled watching this whole process that's going on in America, regardless of where you are in the world. This has been something that has been so present in the media and has really caused a lot of division between people, a lot of panic, a lot of fear, but also a lot of coming together and a lot of understanding and a lot of being able to delve deeper into the issues that we're currently facing as human beings. Again, not only in America, but throughout the world. Anytime that something happens that causes panic in people, that is opening our eyes to things that we need to see and that we need to address. So all in all, this whole mess has really been a gift in a lot of ways, in that it's allowing us to change our views, to even identify what our views are, to identify how we feel about things, how we want to move forward in the world, what kind of world we want to see moving forward. So that in itself is incredibly positive. You know, Spirit also reminds me that though this is kind of a terrible thing that's happened in the US, or at least a lot of people believe that, some don't. I mean, they did elect him. But although it does seem like a bit of a dark period there, or a dark turn of events for a lot of people, there's a lot of crazy shit happening all over the world every day that deserves our attention and that deserves to stimulate our thought process and deserves to stimulate how we live our lives and how we interact not only with each other, but with ourselves as well. So release panic. This is not the end of the world. You know, in a lot of ways, Spirit is saying this is the beginning. People are opening their eyes to a lot of issues that they weren't previously even aware were issues before, or are opening their eyes to self-beliefs and ideals and morals and values that they hadn't even previously given thought to. So from a spiritual perspective, this is actually a very positive step forward in a lot of ways. So what can you do to help relieve the tension, relieve the anxiety and the fear that we're all feeling right now? Well, the only thing that you ever have control over, ever, is yourself and your own energy. So what kind of energy do you want to carry through this whole experience of having this president and how it's going to affect the world in so many ways? How can you move through this in a positive way? You have to find the positive side of this. You have to see that there is light and dark in every situation, and you have to choose to be a part of the light. You have to look at your own life as well and see where you harbor fear, where you harbor judgment, where you harbor duality, and fix those parts of your life in your immediate environment. When you fix yourself, when you fix your issues, when you come to a higher understanding, your vibration elevates, and that vibrational elevation affects all of humankind because we are all connected. So keep your vibration high, laugh, find the humor, count your blessings, look at the many joys, look at the positive side of everything that you encounter in your life. And not only will you find more happiness and more joy and more balance in your own life, but by becoming a more balanced, joyful, happy in general person, or even just someone, you don't even have to be enthusiastic and optimistic like I'm often accused of being, sometimes annoyingly so. Even if you just accept life for what it is, accept the journey, as long as you're not resisting things that you don't want, as long as you're not focusing on the negativity, as long as you're not repeating rumors, repeating hate, sharing the negativity, as long as you're just living your own life in as much joy as you can find, you are going to not only affect your life in positive ways, but again, affect the mass consciousness. and you may not know this consciously, and you may not see its results with your physical eyes, but Spirit promises you, and I know this for sure, that your vibrational elevation, by remaining positive, by accepting life as it's unfolding, and by finding the blessings in the seeming murky darkness, you are affecting us all in a positive way. So I hope that gives you all some comfort. It's a shock for a lot of people, and then for a lot of people, it's not. Regardless of how you feel, turn inward. Find the joy in your life and focus on that. That's all you can do, and believe me, it's the most powerful thing that you can do. I also want to ask you to join me this Sunday, November 13th from 4 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Eastern for a remote mass meditation. Wherever you are at that time, find some space, sit down, close your eyes, and all you have to do is focus on the many blessings that you have in your life right now. You don't need to have any previous experience meditating. There's nothing to do or not do except for just focusing on the many joys that you already have in your life. No matter where you are in the world, I hope that you'll join me for that. If you're on the other side of the planet, to my friends in Australia and in China, and you're not awake at 4 a.m., do it any time of the day. Just sharing that kind of energy is going to uplift the mass human consciousness and our world in general. Check out my Facebook page at Speaking to Spirit to join that event, and I look forward to participating in that with all of you. Many blessings.